Hi everyone. So, I just thought I'd make this video because I didn't want to leave things on a bad note. Yes, I did sound kind of upset in the video yesterday, but I really wasn't upset. I was just frustrated. Another thing that I probably won't do again, I didn't realize it would kind of cause a witch hunt against Meeps. I really appreciate what Meeps said and how it's probably going to affect my channel in the future. I have said in a comment underneath Meeps' response that I'll take the video down if he wants. Okay, so I pinned Meeps' comment because he deserves that comment pinned. He deserves the right to kind of say his piece without it getting buried in all the comments. I think it was a very fair response. I agree with pretty much everything he said. Again, I don't want people coming after the guy. I mean, it's my fault ultimately for putting him front and center in the video. I understand that. There was a guy in the comments that said, the video makes me seem sensitive and petty. I can see that. I can see that. It's probably never going to happen again. I think that comment just really hit home and I really wanted to talk about it. I just shouldn't have included his name. That's the only difference. Just to end things, I'm just going to read out a few positive comments because there was a lot of support, and I'm really thankful for all the support people left under that video yesterday. There was some really cool emails as well. Some people sent, and I want you to know I'm all really appreciative of that. So as I'm reading out these positive comments, I'm going to stick to my new rule, and that's to never call anybody out by name in a comment video that I do. So every comment I read, I'm just going to say, somebody said. Okay. Somebody says, wait, people think this? I found your channel because of your SCP readings. Which is cool, because that means my channel is growing a little bit, so thank you. Somebody said, I'll be honest, if it's a Volgun video, I'll watch or listen to it. You're right, he makes good points, he makes bad points, but what I think is the most telling in this video is that you're willing to at least address criticism, warranted or not. That said, I think you're doing fine. Not everything will succeed, but so far, I have yet to find a video of yours that I haven't liked at all. The Let's Play is alright, not my favourite, but it's a mostly SCP themed channel, and I can understand the gameplay. As to the emotion thing, you're right. If he thinks your voice is boring, he probably isn't aware of what boring actually is. The music thing, I can understand. I've had the same issue. But that's because I have my volume low because some people are assholes that throw in loud noises randomly in their videos. Yep, I think we've all been there at some stage watching YouTube videos. Somebody says, the only reason I stick around are for the SCP reading series. So I got a lot of comments like that, so the SCP document readings aren't going to go away. I'm just going to try and make them better. I think that's fair. Somebody says, good man, not many people respond to criticism on YouTube. You're doing God's work, lad. Well, thanks very much. I plan to respond to any criticism with respect, but probably not like this in the future, because it caused the person that wrote the comment probably a lot of hassle, and that's on me. So that's probably never going to happen again. I'm going to call him out by name because he was the kind of the point of the last video. This is a screenshot that I got yesterday morning. I felt so bad, but also I laughed so much whenever I seen this comment. Just Meeps saying, oh shit, what? That was so funny. Okay. Somebody also said, this is a really long one, but I think it was really cool, so I'm gonna read it. Meeps basically said what we were all thinking, and they constructed that greatly. There's already a shitload of SCP readings on YouTube, which I always thought was a perfect time waster. About a year or two ago, I came across your Lombardi Tales and instantly subscribed. Something like that and the Dr. Wondertainment videos probably got more views than the reads. I'm not saying you should stop it altogether. You should do what Meeps said and just be unique. You don't have to be Brent Daniels and add music, emotion or ambience, which wouldn't be bad, but only if you have the time. But rather, do what I thought was unique about you. Add more accents. When I first came across your SCP videos, not the Lombardi Tales, I thought you were going to be another American, not making fun of them, this is just my opinion, making a channel dedicated to the SCP franchise, which I kept thinking to myself, another one? Don't we have enough? But I stuck around to hear what else you created and eventually fell upon the Lombardi Tales and knew you had true talent. You gave a character life that no one else could recreate. That gruff badassery voice you gave him is what caught my ears, mostly because I'm from New Zealand and everyone here loves that accent. And the Dr. Clef video? That gave me chills. I'm not even sure that you'll read this, surprise, but for the off chance that you do, just know that even if you lose subscribers or get less views than before, just know the rest of us will do our best to support you through anything that you make for us. And we'll try our best to keep you within the SCP family. You don't have to impress us too much with visuals, which I know is time consuming, but only if you can spice it up in a way. Sorry for the rambling, I just hope you'll consider this even though it's not as well thought out like Mapes' comment. I still love your content though, and I hope you'll continue playing games or maybe even do live streams to know the man behind the mic. You're quite the talented Irishman, and I love any videos that you make. Just don't give up and don't let depression hold you down. Well, I sounded depressed, but I wasn't depressed. But the sentiment is still there, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Somebody says, I like the narrations, but they do get boring with just plain generic videos. The voice acting and stuff like actual SCP voices and the Class D orientation video were fun, but the new ones are generic and boring. There was a lot of comments like this, and I accept this. I'm going to try my best to make the SCP documents better in the future. Okay, so that's just a few positive comments that I've read. I just wanted to read some positive ones just to put a bit of balance into the mix. Finally, what I'm going to do is read out some suggestions that people made that I thought were really cool, and probably I'm going to try and implement in the future. Somebody said, this may be a personal nitpick, I don't really know how difficult it would be, but if you could organize your content with the playlists, then that would be nice. If you put all these seemingly random SCPs into a folder with a title describing their relation to one another, I'd still be happy. This is something I planned on doing anyway, because the SCP documents I'm reading right now are part of the Heritage Collection. So what I planned on doing was organizing these into a playlist. I've said before, I really like doing things in series and groups, okay? So I'm not going to be doing, SCP series 1, 0 to 99 or anything like that. I mean, collections like canons and collections of stories, the Tales of Mr. Collector is ironically a collection. The Lombardi Tales is a really cool collection. Certain SCP documents do fall into a collection, so I am going to be organizing them. I am just waiting until I've completed the Heritage Collection first before I organize them into a playlist. I'm toying with the idea of maybe combining them all into one massive video. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure about that. So that's the first idea that I probably am going to do because, as I said, I had it in my head before I read the comment anyway. Somebody writes, hey, do you think you could start doing SCP theories? Because that's not something we see in the community a lot. This is another solid idea. I like this. I like the idea of this. This is slightly harder because I'm slightly dyslexic. So writing stuff is difficult for me, but it's definitely something I want to try. SCP theories is a solid idea. So yeah, I'm gonna maybe try to do that at some stage. Definitely. Someone writes, you want the tip? POIs steal information from the Foundation all the time. Take the role of an info leaker. Post what scrambled data you can find at whatever clearance level you can get. Also, be wary of memetic hazards. They tend to be hidden in high security files and blah blah blah. and this was kind of a roleplay comment, but still is a pretty cool idea. Maybe doing SCP documents as a character from, you know, like a group of interest, like, you know, the Chaos Insurgency or the GOC or something like that. I think that's a pretty solid idea. Let me know what you think about that, because it got a lot of neurons firing in my head whenever I read that comment. So yeah, that's a few comments that I looked at and went, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. That's some of the positive comments. It was a very discussion based video, but that's some of the positive comments. That's some suggestions that I am going to take on board and try and incorporate into my videos. And lastly, I'm just going to cover, what am I going to change? There's going to be no drastic changes. Okay. What I am going to do is, from now on, just to make things easier, this is really no kind of extra effort on my part, is each video I'm gonna, in the thumbnail, I'm gonna label, maybe in the bottom left hand corner or somewhere noticeable, I'm gonna label it. Like, I'm gonna label like document or DOC for document, or, you know, tail for tail, because it doesn't really need abbreviated. So people who want to filter the content that they would prefer to see can do it more easily. I think that's a pretty good idea. And the other small change I'm going to make is I am going to try and approach the documents in a different, more interesting way. At the end of the day, I'm always going to be reading the documents, but how I do it can change. Maybe that's even better if I read them in a different way every single time. Maybe not every single time, but most times. I think that would be pretty cool. But anyway, this video is really long. In summary, for the end, Meeps, I love Meeps. Send a thank you to Meeps, please, because he started this whole thing, and it's going to end up making my channel so much better, I can tell. So thank you, Meeps. Second of all, my content is going to be getting better, and that's it. Thank you very much for listening to me once again. I probably won't make a video like this again for a very long time. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks again for all your support.